Good morning, fellow firewood lovers. This is Chris, and we are not in the wood yard. We are once again in a farm field that has a lot of trees that are cut down. This is the place I've been cutting free wood. They cut all the tree lines down, all the ditch lines. As you can see, if you look over that way, you can see the edge there where all the trees are cut down, and then along here, this whole edge. And there's piles of trees everywhere, but this is the spot I'm going to be working today right here. So I got the truck and trailer right over here, and what I'm going to do is start cutting right in here, kind of open this up so I can back the trailer right in here, and I can start working on all these tops here, because there's a lot of really good sized stuff here. I mean, this stuff is, I don't know, 12 inches or so, and there's a lot of it right in here. So this is where I'm going to be cutting today. And the reason I came today is the last 3 days it's been right around 70 degrees, and today the high is supposed to be 45. Right now it's 40 degrees, so perfect day to cut, and I got all day to cut, so that's what I'm going to do. So the cutting is about to begin right now. Well, I've been cutting now for, I don't know, about an hour, and I got the overhanging stuff, the really bad ones, Widowmakers, kind of taken down, and then I cut some of the ones that were sticking out that were scary because they could have rolled either way, and I got my bar pinched and couldn't get it out, so I started the other saw up, cut, whole thing rolled, tipped over. This saw was the one that was pinched, let loose, and I broke off the brake here, snapped off. That's the third time I've done that in the last 5-6 years. Luckily I got another saw just like this that's dead that has a good one, so I'll just switch it out. So a little bit of tragedy, but at least I didn't get hurt, which is all that really matters. But I think I got enough here to fill the trailer, and I'm gonna get that filled up, and then I'm gonna take it, dump it, come back and get another load. Absolutely beautiful out. It's probably about 45 degrees right now. It's a very nice day to work outside. So here we go again, more loading. There it is, loaded. For some reason, it got warmer out. Maybe because I was lifting a lot of wood. Whew. Anyway, that one's done. So here's what I got done. I got, this stuff cut in here. I got lots more to go. There's just lots of cutting to do in here, which is awesome. And I discovered when I was up on top here, I'll climb up here and show you. Most of this is cottonwood, but I found a prize up in here. That log right here goes all the way down in there. It's a nice big one. That is ash, and there's some ash branches there, a whole bunch of them too, from another tree that got cut up. So I will get to that eventually. And so I'm gonna head on down the road, go dump this load, and then come back and do it again. So here we go. day just keeps getting better. So, on the way here, I stopped at the automotive shop that the guy that owns this land owns. He was there working. Dropped him off a 30 pack of Busch Light because that's his preferred brand. And he said, oh, you didn't have to do that. I said, heck, you're letting me cut wood. And he says, cut as much as you can. He said, I wish I had 20 guys like you out there cutting, because there's so much to cut. I mean, if you look down the tree line, it's just, there's trees everywhere. So I asked him, I said, so when are you gonna cut the other tree line? He says, you can cut it right now. So I can cut all of that, which is awesome, because there's a lot of ash trees in there, a lot of cottonwood and some popple, but quite a bit of ash, which is great. So I started on these few right here, this little cluster. There's a little cluster of ash right here because I can cross where the dike is right here, so you can see. They pushed some dirt in so I can cross right here and get across. And I just counted, there's about 20 ash trees right along the edge along through here that I can cut. So while I was here cutting, there was a farmer out in this field planting, and he pulls up, and I thought, oh no, maybe he's going to yell at me because he thinks I'm cutting on his tree line. And he says, are you cutting trees on this side too? I said, well, no, I'm just cutting on Gary's side over here, where on his side. He says, well, when you're done there, he says, come over on this side and cut all these trees too. So he wants that side cut, and then it gets better. So I'm standing here talking to him. I was cutting right here on this cluster, and I don't know if you can see it from here, but we were standing right here talking. The tree line way over there, he wants that all cut. But he just planted this field, and he said, if you can cut that this fall, that'd be great. So the next fall, I'm just guessing there's probably a couple hundred trees over there to cut, free. And he said by mid-September, he'll have the crops off the field, and I can cut as much as I want. And he said there's a good chance that I could cut on the woods on the edge over there to thin that out, all the trees that are hanging over on the edge. Unbelievable. Wood everywhere. And the farmers just want it gone, which I don't blame them. He said their fields are not drying out, and he said the first 100 feet, he said the corn doesn't even grow. He says it's like knee high, and it stays like that. And you don't get any yield off of it all because you're getting shade on both sides of the ditches all day long. So they want them cut. So I basically have 2 years worth of cutting here to do. I wish I had 2 years of time. Anyway, lots of wood. So I'm gonna back up and load this stuff up. Success! think that's enough cutting for today. I'm gonna clear the tops off here, the brush, back the trailer up, load it up, and head into the sunset. I think I did enough carnage for one day. So I'll back up and load her up. Well, folks, the cutting today is done. This is my second load, and I'm gonna take it back and dump it and be done for the day. This load is 100% ash. So I cut down 2 trees, oh, 3 over there, and I cut down 1, 2, 3, 4 over here. Nice size stuff. You know, the base was 10, 12 inches, so you can see it's just really nice size stuff. And ash is very good to have, very desirable, and it'll mix in nice with all the other stuff. So yeah, I got some more stuff to cut right along here I can cut yet, and some stuff along over that edge I can cut. And then this fall I get to cut that tree line on the other side over there. All that, it's all mine. The guy said I could have it all, and he might even let me cut some over in there because he basically wants to open the field up, the farmer I talked to. So sweet deal. Pays to talk to people. And like today when I stopped in to see Gary, the landowner here, I dropped him off some beer and chit-chatted for a little bit, and that's when he told me, he says, well, go ahead and cut some of those in the back there instead of having to dig through the piles here like this stuff, which I've done a lot of. And now that this is kind of dried up through here where this ditch line comes through, they filled in, I'm going to be able tomorrow to drive right in there, go over to that pile and that pile that you see way out there. And there's a whole bunch of ash in there. I walked over there and just looked. So there's like, I don't know, 7 or 8 good size ash trees in there that I can cut, and they're already down and pretty accessible. So that's where I'm going tomorrow. So thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe buttons, because that's a fun thing to do. And I will see you tomorrow. Same wood time, same wood channel. Say goodnight to Irene for me.